Aloha everyone, once again. It's been a long time. This talk is about motivating people in our leadership manual number 8. What makes a good leader? The ability to delegate successfully, perhaps. A facilitator, organizer, or even an effective planner. Sure. There's no doubt that those are crucial leadership skills to have. But without the ability to motivate others, you may not get the desired results that you're looking for. Now, many of the things that we do are done by what motivates us. The level of productivity that we give to ourselves, our workplace, or to others are also results of motivation. As I was preparing this speech, or this discussion on motivating people, one story came to mind. I read a story a couple of years ago out of Business Week magazine back in 2008, and it was titled, Employee Motivation, the Ritz-Carlton Way. Very catchy. Ritz-Carlton hotels strive to increase employee satisfaction and customer service. Every morning they have a 15-minute staff meeting, and the first things they do are to encourage the staff to share what's called wow stories. So for example, one of the guests had arranged to have his suit, there was a stain on his suit that he had arranged for the laundry department to remove. And he realized prior to him checking out that they hadn't removed the stain. He was disappointed, he checked out, he went back home. The general manager of the hotel made a special trip and caught a flight caught a plane to the city where the guests reside, drove to his home, and personally delivered a reimbursement check for the suit. And having the opportunity to share this wow story in a staff meeting made him feel like a local hero in his workplace, and his affability was apparent. A couple of the basic principles on motivating people are also praise and recognition. Treating others with respect is another important principle in motivating others. People want to be treated with respect and feel that they are important. And I'm going to give you a brief example in my personal life or my previous work life. I used to manage a couple Rent Center stores here on the Big Island, which consisted of just a handful of people per each store. Usually it was 2 account managers, 1 sales manager, 1 credit manager, executive assistant per each store. And my claim to fame, love this story. My claim to fame was receiving the store of the month consistently within a 5-year time frame. And one year at our annual managers meeting up in Las Vegas, I was presented with the President's Club plaque. Now, can you imagine how that made me feel? Out of thousands of managers being recognized as one of the succeeding stores. It felt pretty good. So the question that was posed to me as I was receiving this plaque was, so Karen, what is your secret that you can share with the rest of the managers that makes your store so successful? And without hesitation, I responded, my employees. They are my backbone. And without a backbone, you can't stand straight. And what I live by are the 3 R's. The 3 R's is respect, recognize, and reward. don't wait to recognize people's efforts. Reward someone as soon as possible after their achievement, because this encourages repetitive behavior and motivation. Now, let's briefly talk about purpose. People want to have meaning and purpose for the things that they do. And by helping others to understand how their work helps to achieve a greater goal, it in turn motivates them to take on challenges and responsibility. But we can't also forget to correct undesirable behaviors immediately. None of us want to be the bad guy or the bad girl. It feels like a tight knot into the stomach when it's time to approach a certain behavior. But if you don't deal with those who are not performing to your expectations, it sends out messages that their behaviors are acceptable. And guess what? Their behaviors become infectious. And others start to become discouraged by it as well. So let me just revisit the basic principles on motivating people. First, we have the 3 R's. Who remembers the first R? Respect. Second R?
Recognize.
And third R?
Reward.
Thank you for paying attention. Respect, recognize, and reward. Praising their efforts when needed also gives higher productivity. Another basic principle is purpose. People are driven by purpose and meaning for what they do. And not least are to correct undesirable behaviors immediately, or nip it in the butt, as they say. Constructive feedback is what I'd like to say. And it only helps to improve their level of performance. In closing, motivating others would be easy if people were all alike, if their motives were all the same, and if we all had the same interests, needs, wants, and desires. But as we all know, that's not the case. A leader understands the differing needs of team members and tries to satisfy them. Although you can't force them to be motivated, you can create and maintain an environment where team members are likely to become motivated. Thank you very much.